التنامي والازدهار. توجه قانون ضوء البيت SSBC جوب.
التقى نائب رئيس الجمهورية رئيس قطاع الاقتصاد بنجامين بولميل مع حاكم ولاية شمال بحر الغزال سايمون أوبرماوت الذي قدم تنويرا عن مجمل الأوضاع في الولاية. كما التقى سيادته بالسفير الكندي لدى البلاد، حيث بحث اللقاء سبل تطوير العلاقات الثنائية بين البلدين.
There's a number of issues. Key among them is the absence of adequate liquidity in the state, and His Excellency the Vice President has promised that his office, the office of the President, the Central Bank, and other relevant authorities are working to address this issue.
Canada's support as the fourth largest bilateral donor is firmly based on the conviction that people of South Sudan deserve peace, security.
خاطبت رئيسة المجلس التشريعي الانتقالي القومي جيما نونو كومبا الجلسة الافتتاحية لاجتماعات برلمانات دول شرق إفريقيا بالعاصمة التنزانية دار السلام. وأكدت نونو خلال كلمتها جدية حكومة جنوب السودان في تنفيذ اتفاقية السلام المنشطة واستدامة الاستقرار بالبلاد. إلى ذلك طالبت النائب الأول لرئيس مجلس الولايات ميري أيان ميجوك الإقليم بالوقوف مع البلاد ودعم خطوات اكتمال تنفيذ السلام.
We remain, I would like to assure you, dear colleagues, that South Sudan remains committed to fully re-engaging with all regional programs in the spirit of brotherhood and shared growth and shared future. And we hope to return to the games with renewed strength in the near future. As speakers, we do not merely preside over parliaments, we work to give meaning to the conscience of our nations. Let this meeting not be a culmination, but a catapult, propelling us towards a future marked by transformative policy, bold cooperation and legislative actions that uplift the lives of our citizens. From health and education to innovation and trade, let us enact laws that remove barriers, unlock prosperity, and anchor sustainable development. I commend also the role of the various speakers in their commitment to ensure that the community embrace and join the globe in the race towards the artificial intelligence and innovation. For addition, I would like to appeal to the region to support the government of the Republic of South Sudan in the implementation of the revitalized agreement on the resolution of conflict in the Republic of South Sudan.
Let us remain steadfast in our commitment to unity and solidarity, and the Bureau of Speakers must continue to lead by example, working closely with the Council of Ministers, the EAC Secretariat, and all stakeholders to address our shared challenges.
In a time of global uncertainties and shifting alliances, our regional parliaments must stand as pillars of stability, diplomacy, and democratic governance. Our collaboration is vital in helping the region navigate emerging geopolitical realignments. As we face changes in trade patterns, security dynamics, and foreign relations,
it is in this regard that we must consider initiating an EAC Parliamentary Digital Transformation Roadmap with artificial intelligence at its core, and ensure that no partner state.
عاد إلى البلاد وزير الخارجية والتعاون الدولي ماندي سيمايا كومبا بعد سلسلة من الزيارات الدبلوماسية رفيعة المستوى لدول الاتحاد الأوروبي والبرازيل. وفي حديثه للSSBC لدى وصوله إلى مطار جوبا الدولي، أكد كومبا التزام جنوب السودان بتعزيز الحوار بين الأديان وتوطيد العلاقات مع الكرسي الرسولي، لا سيما في تعزيز جهود السلام والمصالحة في المنطقة.
This historic event was well organized. The event was colorful and it was attended by a very good number of global leaders. And I was accompanied in this important and historic event by our ambassador to Rome. During the event, I was honored to have met with His Holiness Pope Leo, whereby I conveyed greetings, best wishes, and sincere words of congratulations from His Excellency President Salva to him. And again, I also had an opportunity to share with him briefly the current political and security situation in the country. And I also reassured him of our commitment to the peace process. And I appeal to him on behalf of His Excellency the President to continue praying for peace in the Republic of South Sudan. My second trip was to Brussels, in which I participated alongside with our ambassador to Brussels in the joint African Union and European Union summit. We participated in this event effectively, and during that event I had an opportunity to meet with a very good number or reasonable number of foreign ministers in Europe and in Africa. My last trip was to Brazil, in which I was delegated by His Excellency the President to represent him in the second dialogue of Brazil and Africa dialogue on agriculture, food security, and the fight against hunger. During this event, we attended the banquet which was hosted by the President of Brazil in presence of the President of Angola. And I also had an opportunity to attend a very important meeting with my Brazilian counterpart, the Minister of Foreign Affairs of Brazil, in which we had a very productive and comprehensive bilateral discussions to enhance our already existing bilateral.
المشاهدون الأعزاء في كل مكان، فاصل قصير ثم نعود لمواصلة النشرة. ابقوا معنا. أهلا بكم مجددا. أعلن وزير الإعلام، تكنولوجيا الاتصالات والخدمات البريدية مايكل ماكويلويث عن كسب جنوب السودان قضية شركة فيفاسيل للاتصالات، حيث كانت الشركة قد رفعت دعوة قضائية أمام محكمة دولية تطالب فيها الحكومة مبلغ قدره 2.9.
There were 17 points which were raised to justify their claim of $2.9 billion. Out of these 17 points, we won 12 points. There was a balance of 5 points from all the claims that were raised in order to support their case. As a result, and after thorough examination and presentations, final award came out as $48,452,000 35 cents. This is the amount that is said to be equivalent to the 5 points that we have lost in the arbitration. This amount is plus interest and cost. Interest and cost, these are issues to be calculated, but the original amount is only 48 million, say 0.5. In arbitration, there is no loser and there is no winner. In arbitration, you must come up with something in the middle. This is why it is called arbitration. So in this case, we have won the arbitration very highly, because to bring down a figure from 2.9 billion to 48 million is a big thing. It is a great achievement, and one must be proud of that. This is the first case that we have faced in the international arena. Vivacell had never been thankful to us. We have given them all the necessary concessions, and that is how they have come up with it. They took us to the court. And this amount, which has been reduced now to 48 million, 0.5, say, we'll look into it. That is not the final position, because we have our own claims also. Vivacell had been operating here in South Sudan. We had given it 10 years concession, which they did not appreciate. And during these processes, we have also been looking forward for, because we need something also from them. We need them to pay for our spectrum that they have been keeping all this time.
التقى وزير الشؤون الإنسانية البينو كولاتاك مع حاكم ولاية شمال بحر الغزال سايمون أوبرماوت بحضور رئيس مفوضية الإغاثة وإعادة التأهيل ستيفن كويث، وبحث اللقاء الاحتياجات الإنسانية في الولاية، خاصة أن الولاية استقبلت الآلاف من العائدين واللاجئين السودانيين، وأشاد الوزارة بدور حكومة الولاية.
The government of the Republic of South Sudan and the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs and Disaster Management and the Relief and Emergency Commission has compensated greatly the work that has been done by the Northern Bahr el Ghazal state in receiving and resettling all the IDPs and the refugees in their states. This is the work that is required from all the states in the northern corridors, and also this is the work that has been compensated by our partners and the donors as well. So we thank them for this work that they've done. We appreciate the level of understanding and the cooperation with the donors and the partners, and speeding up the process of resettling these refugees, give them full protection and all the supports necessary needed in the state.
The purpose of our visit is to inform the ministry about the condition of the returnees that we took from Abyei recently to Northern Bahr el Ghazal states. The number was 1,086 individuals coming from Sudan through Abyei. Currently, we still have 700 returnees in Abyei. So the condition of our people is really dire. The state tried its best to ensure that each of these returnees get their daily sufficient in terms of food items. Now it is the rainy season. This individual will always need something to eat. They also need medical attentions and several others that are very essential to their living conditions. Currently, we are overwhelmed as the state with the number of returnees. We have individuals that are coming from part of Awil East, that is through Majong-Yintio. We also have some coming through Kiradem, through Awil North County. All are being taken care by the Northern Bahr el Ghazal state government. So the situation cannot be handled by the state government. We have done our part, and we are trying actually to ensure the Ministry of Humanitarian and Disaster Management does.
تفقد وزير التعليم العالي والبحث العلمي مدد بيار مبنى رئاسة الوزارة غربي العاصمة جوبا بعد أن توقفت أعمال البناء عقب أحداث عام 2016. وقال الوزير إن الوزارة اتفقت مع البنك الدولي لصيانة وتأهيل المبنى.
A long time ago, and due to some crisis that happened in our country, this building is looking like this, but it was completed and actually officially taken over from the contractor. And we are here today to check this building so that we see what we can do as the government and as the Ministry of Higher Education so that we renovate this building, and then we come here officially once it is renovated. As we have seen, there is a lot of damages that happen, doors, windows, and resembling the Ministry of Higher Education sign and technology of the country.
Currently, this building has been handed over to the contractor. We are now in the process of contracting for work as per June. The timeline is that by November this year, we should onboard the firm that will actually carry out the renovation, and hopefully by mid-year next year, around May or so, we hope that the ministry will come here officially, as the Honorable Minister already indicated, that this place will be open and commissioned officially. So as of right now, the building has been officially handed to the contractor. We are in the process of contracting for the work, and this should commence in the next few weeks or so. Given the World Bank procedures, we are pushing very hard to make sure that we adhere to the timeline that the World Bank has given, as well as making sure that the procedures and the processes that the World Bank has put in front of us, that we are adhering to those, so that we make sure that this building is open officially.
نظمت رابطة العاملين بالتعاون مع منظمة العمل الدولي ورشة عمل لمدة 5 أيام تهدف لتطوير وترقية قدرات العاملين والمرأة التي تدير أعمال تجارية صغيرة في إطار دورها في ازدهار الاقتصاد. وناشد وزير العمل جيمس هوثماي المرأة بضرورة المشاركة الفعالة في الأعمال التجارية الصغيرة. وجدد ممثل منظمة العمل التزام المنظمة بدعم برنامج تطوير قدرات النساء.
Take this training very seriously because it will open up your eyes. Whatever you are not seeing in terms of business, you will get it from this training. And I want to urge our ILO. You know, sometimes when you do things in pieces, it's small, it will not help us. And you do also, when after this training, trying to create actually a project that can be a pilot project, all right, to support.
We are here for a workshop on gender and entrepreneurship to members of the Employers Association of South Sudan. We have had this request from the Employers Association of South Sudan last year when the ILO director visited the constituencies in South Sudan. One of the major requests was support the women in business in South Sudan to have adequate entrepreneurship capacity in order to run successful and beneficial businesses.
We are here today for the workshop training supported by the ILO for the women entrepreneurship in terms of women entrepreneurship together. The training will be for 5 days.
الرعاية الاجتماعية الأولوية على الاستثمارات في ضبط المواصفات، حيث ستساعد هذه الخطوة في مراقبة الآليات الإشرافية لضمان الجودة والمساءلة وتقوية آليات الخدمات المجتمعية طويلة المدى وتقوية أنظمة حماية الأطفال. المزيد في التقرير التالي.
We want to take care of our children. So approach from the humanitarian to government, there is no argument. we accept it wholeheartedly. We have to take care of our children. We don't want anybody to come and tell us that you have children somewhere there with no parent and nothing. It is our responsibility. Themselves, they will not be able to open the school for them, to take care of them. But if UNICEF can shift also, now we are shifting from humanitarian to the government. Can we shift from humanitarian to school by UNICEF? We really need to build these schools, especially vocational schools. You will be able to take care of these children. Yeah.
With limited funding, it has also called for sustainability approaches. And one of the sustainability approaches is to ensure that we shift back to the government responsibility and ensuring that this responsibility is invested in the ministries of gender, child, and social welfare, both at the national level and at the state level. And that's why this meeting is very, very important. So
having a robust system that prevents, detects, and has the referral mechanisms and the ability to have individualized case management will be a game changer for children in this country, for the protection of children in this country. So
the major challenge that we have seen is poverty still exists very high due to the crisis in the state this year. Especially now, you can't see children who have been in school because their parents are distracted. Even when you are going to the field, you can be shot dead on the way. Even the children will just scatter. You will have to search for them for some 2 to 3 weeks. You will be collecting them one by one. And this is very...
نظم مجتمع ضياق جوجديت بولاية أعالي النيل تكريما لأعضاء حكومة الولاية. ولدى مخاطبته المجتمع طالب جيمس كوانغشول حاكم ولاية أعالي النيل المجتمعات بضرورة الوحدة والتسامح فيما بينهم.
يعني رئيس الجمهورية عمل حاجة كويس خالص وقاعد يسعى في نحن الولاية. ده أكل في ناصر. ونحن هنجدع في ولاية. أي محل نحن نكون نجدعه فوقه بنقول أكل فوق. عشان كده دول ضد السلام بيقول يا جماعة تاكل أكل. كل ما يتعلمون يقولوا سؤال كامل. وده كده. فالأكل مثلا في ناصر بيقول ما في منسل بتاعك. وبكره ده اللي لسه هيجدع وبعد بكره هيجدع ده الوضع بتاعنا ويا ده اكل ماشي اللي بالي بيبان لو ده برضه كان يجدعوا برضه نحن بنجدع
جاي زي ده بالتاكيد ده دفعه حقيقيه وحماس له وبيشجعنا كحكومه اننا ماشيين في الاتجاه الصحيح. انا بشكركم مره ثانيه. بالنسبه لمقاطعه باليت امس انا لقيت الاخ المحافظ هنا وقال لي انه الشبكه بتاعت زين ما شغال. الشبكه ده اذا رجع بكون كويس، لكن اذا ما رجع انا اتكلمت مع جبنا قلت له جبنا الناس دي محتاجين للشبكه لانه المنطقه بتاعتهم منطقه استراتيجيه ومنطقه مهمه جدا لنا كحكومه. نحن هنشتغل في موضوع بتاعت الشبكه. وما مفترض بس مقاطعه بالي تكون شغال بزين فقط. لكن شبكة ديجيتال وMTN نحن هنشتغل إن الشبكات دي كلها تكون موجودة في المنطقة دي لأن دي منطقة استراتيجية للحكومة.
حاجة ده نقوله بجد موغل وليات انتوا ناس طيبين. أنا بيعرف موغل لأن أنا منكم. ملكال ده عشان يكون في سلام الموجود الآن ده دور بتاعكم. ده دور بتاعكم. كلامه قالوا ناس كبار قبيل انه نحن بنجي معك. انا عارف تماما ومقتنع كلام الموقف بيقوله بيكون في المال بتاعه.
فيمكن الفترة اللي نحن قعدنا فوقه هسه ده فترة بتاع حرب. ما في زول بطالبك انه تعمل تنمية. الناس بيطالبوه هسه انه انت تعمل سلام. تعمل سلام خاصة في المناطق الشرقية. بصراحة كده امتداد بتاع المناطق الشرقية ما له حدود. يعني ما في حدود ما بين موقع هسه وناصر وولان، ما في حدود خاصة.
قدم نائب حاكم ولاية غرب بحر الغزال ورئيس الحركة الشعبية زكريا جوزيف جارنج تنويرا لقيادات الحزب بالولاية في الجهازين التشريعي والتنفيذي والقيادات السياسية على مستوى إدارات الحزب عن زيارته الأخيرة لجوبا والمشاركة في أداء القسم لنواب رئيس حزب الحركة الشعبية الثلاث بجانب موجهات المرحلة المقبلة لتصحيح المسار في سياق العمل السياسي والتنظيمي.
ونورنا في الأشياء اللي حصلت في في أداء القسم، واستفدنا استفادة كبيرة جدا من اللقاء ومن التنوير. نورنا فيما حدث والمستقبل بتاع العمل في الفترة الجاية على مستوى الولاية وعلى مستوى القومي.
دار نقول للنواب الثلاثة، دار نقول لهم مبروكات وشدوا حيلكم ونحن من خلفكم هنا وكلنا سويا من أجل الحركة الشعبية. نحن كنساء مبسوطات شديد أنه عندنا وخدنا ميري أباي. هنا دار نقول لك مبروك وشد حيلك. نحن إن شاء الله مع الحركة الشعبية باقي المسيرة نحن هنقودوا لغادي 2026.
احنا كشباب ذات الولايه احنا استمعنا للتنوير من السيد الرئيس، والتنوير كان دافع جدا جدا، طرح لنا فيه الموجهات اللي هو جاي به من جوبا. كشباب ذات الولايه احنا لقينا انفسنا ضمن بتاعت الموجهات، واحنا اكثر الناس سعيدين لانه بنعتبر انه المرحله الجايه هو مرحله شبابيه بحت، وكشباب احنا قبلنا كل الموجهات اللي طرح من السيد الرئيس واللي هو جاي به من المستوى القومي. هنكون مستعدين كشباب ذات الولايه والشباب ذات الحركه الشعبيه في الولايه انه
أدت الأمطار الغزيرة التي هطلت في مدينة أويل حاضرة ولاية شمال بحر الغزال إلى تدمير بعض ممتلكات المواطنين. وطالب مدير الإعلام بوزارة الإعلام بالولاية المنظمات الإنسانية بالتدخل العاجل لإنقاذ الموقف، مناشدا المواطنين بضرورة اتخاذ إجراءات احترازية لمنع انتشار المرض.
What happened was rain. That rain was actually very serious rain, which has caused a lot of destruction. And you can see here, this is a Poliam radio. The whole tower has been destructed. It fell down, and the whole thing is destroyed. And this was not just a normal rain. It is rain that is actually consists of wind. All the fence has been down, and has broken almost everything.
This radio station will remain up, because we don't have a pan to repair it again. And this antenna costs about 200,000 USD. To do it is not something easy for us unless the government, especially the national government and the government of Northern Bahr el Ghazal state should support. And the people of Northern Bahr el Ghazal.
نظم المجلس الطبي القومي بجنوب السودان امتحانات الحصول على رخصة مزاولة المهنة الطبية ل120 من منسوبي الطب بعد تلقي برامج التدريب المكثفة يوم الاثنين، حيث شارك في الامتحانات 91 من خريجي مدارس الطب و21 من مدرسة الصيدلة. وسيتم منح رخصة العمل للذين يجتازون الامتحانات. المزيد في التقرير التالي.
يخضع 121 لامتحانات الرخصة الطبية الذي نظمه المجلس الطبي العام بجنوب السودان بمستشفى جوبا التعليمي يوم الاثنين. وفي تصريح لهيئة جنوب السودان خلال تدشين انطلاقة الامتحانات، قالت رئيس المجلس الطبي العام بجنوب السودان بروفيسور روز أجاك كوستا إن الامتحانات تختبر مهارات الطب السريري، مناشدة وزارة الصحة القومية بتقديم المساعدة اللازمة للأطباء للاستجابة للتحديات الصحية في القاعدة، مشيدة بجهود الفرق الإدارية في المستشفيات العامة وتعاونهم مع صغار الأطباء خلال الفترات التدريبية الميدانية. مشيدة بجهود الفرق الإدارية في المستشفيات العامة وتعاونهم مع صغار الأطباء خلال الفترات التدريبية الميدانية.
When they finish their training in the medical schools, they go through training for almost like 19 months in different hospitals, teaching hospitals, and then after finishing that training, they have to take these exams. It is after passing these exams that they are licensed to be medical doctors. We are calling upon the National Minister of Health that when these people, when they finish the exams, that they get the necessary support and employment so that they go down there to the states to deliver the needed services to our communities outside.
وقال الدكتور أنطوني لوباي مدير عام مستشفى جوبا التعليمي إن الامتحانات ليست مهمة أكاديمية بل اختبار لممارسة الخبرة لتجويد ممارسة الطب والحصول على رخصة العمل مهنيا في البلاد.
This training that were done was to have the integration between the clinical information they received in the colleges, in the university, and the practical thing that they are going to get on the patients in the hospitals. We made sure that they could at least be in the position of carrying the emergencies that they are going to attend to.
وقال بيتر جوك مونيوك ممثل الممتحنين إن امتحانات رخصة العمل من شأنها تقييم ومنح رخصة العمل من قبل المجلس الطبي العام بجنوب السودان مع ضمان الجودة والممارسة القانونية.
This exam is a good exam to the Ministry of Health because it helps in quality assurance and in determination of the competency of the doctors. So I'm very happy, and I always urge my colleagues who haven't taken these exams to come and also take the exam so that they can practice legally in their own country and help their general.
وقع اتحاد شباب جنوب السودان على مذكرة تفاهم مع جامعة جوبا بهدف تعزيز الوحدة بين الشباب عبر الموسيقى والدراما. جاء ذلك خلال البرنامج الذي حضره جهات الاختصاص يوم الاثنين، حيث أكد تعبان باريدي لوقاسوموي رئيس اتحاد شباب جنوب السودان أن الهدف من المبادرة هو تعزيز السلام والوحدة بين الشباب في البلاد. من جانبه استعرض عميد كلية الموسيقى والفنون والدراما بجامعة جوبا دكتور جاستن جون بيلي دور المؤسسات في تحقيق وتطوير إمكانيات الشباب.
South Sudan is rich with a lot of talent, and one of it is music. We have our international and the local artists that we have here, but we want more. We want more artists, and through this memorandum of understanding, we shall be establishing a contact point.
ده نقطة تحول كبير جدا للاتحاد والشباب في التعاون مع جامعة جوبا في إننا كيف نقدر نحول الطاقات السلبية للشباب إلى طاقات إيجابية، كيف إنه الشباب يأخذوا المسؤولية تجاه إنه يستخدموا الفنون عموما والموسيقى بشكل خاص في الدعوة إلى التعاون والسلام في مجتمعات جنوب السودان.
You know, in music there is no boundaries. It is just a music that can bring all the people of different creed, color or background. Given our country, 64 tribes, when the music is put, anyone can dance and anyone can express himself or herself. And it is a factor of unity. And it can bring peace and social cohesion for our country and for
نهاية الجولة، شكرا لحسن المتابعة، إلى جديد.
Good morning, residents of Juba. My name is Dr. Suresh Raghavaiah. I'm a liver and pancreas specialist at Gleneagles Hospital, Bangalore, India. That I will be coming to Juba on the 30th and 31st of May for a medical camp to be held at the Juba Medical Complex. I will be very happy to consult and examine you and offer you my advice. Thank you and have a great day.
Hello, good morning to all the beautiful people of South Sudan. I am Dr. Naveen, Senior Consultant and Head, Department of Neuro and Spine Surgery at Gleneagles BGS Hospital, Bangalore, India. I will be visiting Juba on 30th and 31st of May So feel free to contact me for all your brain and spine related conditions. I would love to meet you all. Thank you.
Gleneagles Hospitals, where good people make you feel better.